coming in just now. A National Conference MLC from Jammu and Kashmir, Showkat, Hussain, Ganie, has been making comments that have riled up many here. He has dubbed slain terrorist Burhan Wani a martyr, even saying that terrorism will continue till Kashmir issue is settled. This is an MLC, Showkat Ganie of the National Conference, saying that Burhan Wani is a martyr. Words to that effect. We'll get you his soundbite in just a bit here. I believe we do. Let's take a look.
मैंने अंदर भी कहा है कि वो एक इशू लेके एक फ्रीडम फाइटर है जो जम्मू कश्मीर रियासत का एक इशू है। उस इशू को हल करने के लिए अगर उसने बात की, अगर उसने अपनी जान की कुर्बानी दी है तो वो शहीद ही है। जो मौजूदा सरकार है, अगर आप उनका स्टेटमेंट देखेंगे, आप कहेंगे कि 2014 तक नेशनल कॉन्फ्रेंस और कांग्रेस की सरकार थी। 2014 तक उसके खिलाफ कोई एफआईआर नहीं लगा था। 2015 में पीडीपी और बीजेपी की सरकार आई। 2015 में उन्होंने ही कहा कि उसके खिलाफ कोई केस नहीं है। तो फिर मुझे पता नहीं है कि उसको कैसे वो मानते हैं।
Well, it is very unfortunate that an honorable member of National Conference speaks on behalf of the separatists on the floor of the House. Nawaz Sharif Sahab spoke in the United Nations. He referred to Burhan Wani, that established that Burhan Wani was a Pakistani agent and he was a terrorist. It has become a precedence in the National Conference. Whenever they are out of power, they talk, foment trouble in Kashmir, help separatists to have a bigger, they educate on behalf of the separatists.
So clearly calling Burhan Wani a freedom fighter, saying he took up the cause for Kashmir's freedom and that's why he's calling him a martyr. This is Showkat Ganie of the National Conference. It's sure to raise the hackles of not only the BJP but also many others who've been accusing the National Conference of towing the soft separatism line in a bid to get back into power in Jammu and Kashmir, adopting what Mehbooba Mufti, the current Chief Minister, adopted when she was in opposition, talking the line and talking the language of the separatists. Once she got elected, now the things have turned. The shoe is on the other foot now. Umar Abdullah's party now more and more sliding into speaking like a soft separatist organization. This is a member of Legislative Council, a nominated member, remember, of the Jammu and Kashmir Assembly from the National Conference. His name is Showkat Ganie. And questions now for Umar Abdullah, the party patron, to answer. Remember, it's not just him. His party leader, Farooq Abdullah, has been making similar statements as well as Umar Abdullah. Let's go across to Ajay Jandyal on the phone line. Ajay, this is a nominated member of the National Conference, an MLC, saying, calling Burhan Wani a freedom fighter.
Well, yes, it's very unfortunate and controversial statement by a nominated MLC from the National Conference, and when he says something on Burhan Wani as martyr in the House when Assembly the Council proceedings was going on, and he was speaking on the Kashmir unrest, and he says that Burhan was, because the government Chief Minister and the Deputy Chief Minister was saying that if they have know about that Burhan Wani was there in the building when an encounter took place, they might have given another thought. So that's why he says that I'm saying that he's a freedom fighter. He's a martyr. Even he crossed the limit and said that how Saeed Salahuddin has went to Pakistan. Why he took gun? He was here in Jammu and Kashmir, and he participated in the election. So it's very unfortunate.
All right. Just stay on with us. We have Ravinder Raina, an MLA of the BJP, on the phone line. General G.D. Bakshi also joins us. Mr. Raina, to you first. How do you react to Showkat Ganie calling Burhan Wani a freedom fighter? He's not apologetic about it either. All right, stay with us, Mr. Raina. We'll get your audio patched in the correct way. General G.D. Bakshi, how do you respond to this? This is an MLC of the National Conference.
You know, I think the time has come to read out the law to some people of Jammu and Kashmir who think they are above the law, they are above the Supreme Court, they are above the Constitution. I think it's time to get them down a notch or two, because this is getting absolutely reprehensible, unacceptable. Yesterday we saw people mocking the national anthem, mocking the Supreme Court of this land. I think the Supreme Court needs to take notice of this insult to the national anthem and take action. We have evidence on tape, and now this gentleman who is calling, I don't think he deserves the sobriquet of gentleman. He is acting in a treasonous manner. I think we need to book some of these people to tell them that there is a rule of law in this land. Kashmir is not above this country. And the Supreme Court has said very clearly that it cannot deign to any notions of sovereignty beyond the sovereignty of India. 2 of these Supreme Court injunctions have been violated in the last 2 days. And people are making a tamasha of it.
Right. General Bakshi, stay on. Stay on with us. We also have Sushil Pandit joining us right now. Mr. Pandit, reactions to Showkat Ganie, who's reiterated what he said in the House and said that there's nothing wrong with calling Burhan Wani a martyr or a freedom fighter.
See, all so-called mainstream parties in Kashmir are quoting separatism. And they are quoting separatism blatantly because they feel that this is where the rewards lie. In Kashmir, we have long discounted patriotism and we have rewarded separatism. And because Hurriyat and separatists are being rewarded, why should these mainstream nationalist so-called patriotic parties stay away from the spoils of separatism? Separatism is a paying industry in Kashmir. It is a profitable enterprise. And we, the Indians, the Indian government, the Indian state have made it a very rewarding enterprise. Unless and until our criminal justice system comes down heavily on these crimes, you will see an escalation of such clamor to take a ride on this gravy train called separatism. I am not surprised.
Sushil, stay on. We'll just play out that particular soundbite yet again so you can listen to it in its entirety. Take a look at this.
मैंने अंदर भी कहा है कि वो एक इशू लेके एक फ्रीडम फाइटर है जो जम्मू कश्मीर रियासत का एक इशू है उस इशू को हल करने के लिए अगर उसने बात की अगर उसने अपनी जान की कुर्बानी दी है तो वो शहीद ही है जो मौजूदा सरकार है अगर आप उनका स्टेटमेंट देखेंगे आप कहेंगे कि 2014 तक नेशनल कॉन्फ्रेंस और कांग्रेस की सरकार थी 2014 तक उसके खिलाफ कोई एफआईआर नहीं लगा था 2015 में पीडीपी और बीजेपी की सरकार आई 2015 में उन्होंने ही कहा कि उसके खिलाफ कोई केस नहीं है तो फिर मुझे पता नहीं है कि उसको कैसे वो मानते हैं
Pandit still with us. That was the entire statement by Showkat Ganie. He says that he's giving out reasonings really. I don't want to go into his reasonings, Sushil, but this is an MLC in the Jammu and Kashmir Assembly. Is it just proof yet again that no matter which mainstream, so-called mainstream political party exists in Jammu and Kashmir, when they're in opposition, they will try and court separatism and try the soft separatism line only with the idea that they'll come back or will be propelled back to power?
Yes, because they have seen that it pays to be a separatist. Because Indian state, Indian system, Indian political class, Indian criminal justice system till now has not imposed a stiff cost to such anti-national secessionist criminal activities. That is the reason we see people queuing up to take their share of these spoils. I am not blaming National Conference and PDP because they are playing true to their character. They blow to smithereens Supreme Court order on the floor of the House.
Right. Okay. Sushil, stay on. In fact, we'll have to stop right there because we have to take a short